Good evening. It is Friday night, and I hope you've had a good day. I did. We had our small group meeting at 6 o'clock this afternoon, and it's going real good. We're doing I'm hosting one. It's called a sermon-based pulse group, which is small groups. And what we do is we either go to church and hear the sermon, or we listen to it on live, and then we get discussion questions, and we all get together and go over the discussion questions. And there's not right and wrong answers. It's just things pertaining to what we learned in the sermon. And they're a lot of fun. And it's a great way to get to know other people and get their feedback on stuff. So we've started doing that. Tonight was our second time. Excuse me. And if you're interested in joining that, let me know. And we're doing it live because we've got some people that don't always have a way to get somewhere, so we can do it this way and do it online. But it's used Google Meet, so it's not people can't come back later and watch it. It's live and then it's over with. And I think it's a great way to do it for shut-ins or people who don't have a way to go, or maybe, hey girl, how are you? Or people who live far enough away that it's not feasible for them to drive. But anyway, we started that, and we did that tonight, and got some other things done today. Got a big day planned tomorrow. I'll tell you all about that tomorrow night. But anyway, it's time to read, and tonight we're going to read Genesis chapter 42. And this section is titled, Joseph's Brothers Go to Egypt. When Jacob learned that there was grain for sale in Egypt, he said to his sons, "Why do you look at one another?" And I can see, I don't know about y'all, but growing up, Mama would tell us to do something, and we would, and she would say, "Why are y'all just standing around looking at one another?" And to me, that's what that sounds like. Good, I'm glad you've had a good day. And he said, "Behold, I have heard that there is grain for sale in Egypt. Go down and buy grain for us there, that we may live and not die." So 10 of Joseph's brothers went down to buy grain in Egypt. But Jacob did not send Benjamin, Joseph's brother, with his brothers, for he feared that harm might happen to him. Thus the sons of Israel came to buy among the others who came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan. Now Joseph was governor over the land. He was the one who sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brothers came and bowed themselves before him with their faces to the ground. Now, do y'all remember the dream that he had when he was younger, where his brothers were going to bow down to him? There it is. Joseph saw his brothers and recognized them, but he treated them like strangers and spoke roughly to them. "Where do you come from?" he said. They said, "From the land of Canaan to buy food." And Joseph recognized his brothers, but they did not recognize him. And Joseph remembered the dreams that he had dreamed of them, and he said to them, "You are spies. You have come to see the nakedness of the land." They said to him, "No, my lord, your servants have come to buy food. We are all sons of one man. We are honest men. Your servants have never been spies." He said to them, "No, it is the nakedness of the land that you have come to see." And they said, "We, your servants, are 12 brothers, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is no more." But Joseph said to them, "It is as I said, you are spies. By this you shall be tested. By the life of Pharaoh, you shall not go from this place unless your youngest brother comes here. Send one of you and let him bring your brother while you remain confined, that your words may be tested whether there is truth in you. Or else, by the life of Pharaoh, surely you are spies." And he put them all together in custody for 3 days. On the third day, Joseph said to them, "Do this, and you will live, for I fear God. If you are honest men, let one of your brothers remain confined where you are in custody, and let the rest go and carry grain for the famine of your households. and bring your youngest brother to me, so your words will be verified, and you shall not die." And they did so. They said to one another, "In truth, we are guilty concerning our brother, in that we saw the distress of his soul when he begged us, and we did not listen. That is why this distress has come upon us." And Reuben answered them, "Did I not tell you not to sin against the boy? But you did not listen, so now there comes a reckoning for his blood." They did not know that Joseph understood them, for there was an interpreter between them. Then he turned away from them and wept. And he returned to them and spoke to them, and he took Simeon from them and bound him before their eyes. And Joseph gave orders to fill their bags with grain, and to replace every man's money in his sack, and to give them provisions for the journey. This was done for them. Then they loaded their donkeys with their grain and departed. And as one of them opened his sack to give the donkey fodder at the lodging place, he saw his money in the mouth of his sack. He said to his brothers, "My money has been put back. Here it is in the mouth of my sack." At this their hearts failed them, and they turned trembling to one another, saying, "What is this that God has done to us?" When they came to Jacob their father in the land of Canaan, they told him all that had happened to them, saying, "The man, the Lord of the land, spoke roughly to us and took us to be spies of the land. But we said to him, 'We are honest men, we have never been spies. We are 12 brothers, sons of our father. One is no more, and the youngest is this day with our father in the land of Canaan.' Then the man, the Lord of the land, said to us, 'By this I shall know that you are honest men. Leave one of your brothers with me, and take grain for the for the famine of your households, and go your way. Bring your youngest brother to me, that I shall know that you are not spies, but honest men, and I will deliver your brother to you, and you shall trade in the land.' As they emptied their sacks, behold, every man's bundle of money was in his sack. And when they and their father saw their bundles of money, they were afraid. And Jacob their father said to them, 'You have bereaved me of my children. Joseph is no more, and Simeon is no more, and now you would take Benjamin. All this has come against me.' Then Reuben said to his father, 'Kill my 2 sons, if I do not bring him back to you. Put him in my hands, and I will bring him back to you.' But he said, 'My son shall not go down with you, for his brother is dead, and he is the only one left. If harm should come to him on the journey that you are to make, you would bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to Sheol. He is the only one left.'" Good evening. That tells me he was telling them that they didn't count for nearly as much as Benjamin did, which is a sad thing to tell your children, that one is more important than the others. And I know that he was the youngest, he was the baby, and I know that he was the one left from the wife that he loved, Jacob loved, but that was a heartless thing to say. But we say things sometimes when we're upset, and we don't necessarily mean to say them out loud. But anyway, that's the end of chapter 42, and we'll be back tomorrow night to read chapter 43. Let me tell you this while I'm thinking about it. Next week, I have to be out of town. I plan to be online every night and read like I've been doing, but just bear with me a little bit, because and I'm going to do my best to be the same time I've been being, but just bear with me, and we're going to keep going. But just realize I'll try to post earlier in the day what time I plan to get online, so y'all can join me, because I enjoy y'all joining me and listening along with me. So anyway, thank y'all for joining me tonight, and we will see you tomorrow night.